Now, if you've never heard of CASEBANG before, they have a pretty unique twist on the way that you can actually customize their cases. So you start off with just a regular plain clear case, and then you purchase these back plates that clip onto the back of the case itself to allow you to customize it how you want. So if you get tired of that back plate, instead of having to buy a whole new case like you might with some of the other manufacturers, you just simply buy that back plate at a fraction of the cost. I actually think it's a pretty good idea. So they sent me out this really nice gift box. It's got a lanyard, it's got a case, it's got a screen protector, and it also has a little stand. Now you're definitely going to want to stick around until the end of the video because I will also be doing a scratch and a drop test for the screen protector to see how durable it is. And by the end of this video, you'll know which one of these accessories are right for you. So let's get started. So here we've got the phone lanyard. We've got the base clear case, and then we also have 3 different covers for that case. We've got our screen protector. We've got the MagSafe phone stand along with the phone stand cover. So let's take a look at the lanyard first. That looks pretty cool. So it does seem to come with the little icon right here. I think it has something to do with a Tony icon. Not really sure. This lanyard does seem to be pretty strong. It also seems to look pretty tactical. So the little icon here, the little clip that comes with it, is from the One Piece series. Yeah, it looks really nice. It's got a whole bunch of different loops here where you can put clip on different things, maybe like an iPod case, your keys. It's got a nice strong little clip here that you can easily undo. Get that strap out. It's also adjustable. This is a crossbody lanyard as well, so you can just kind of put it across your chest to hold your phone. We've got a little clip on the bottom here. Again, you can also just very easily detach that. Let's take that off. And then it's also got a magnetic locking system here, which just kind of slides off like that and then clips right back into place. That's pretty easy. Very nice. And it's also very strong, so you don't have to worry about it just coming off unless you kind of slide it off to the side there. That's pretty cool. And it also comes with this little piece here that you actually put inside the case to give you something to clip the lanyard onto. Now, even though this is a whole crossbody design, you can also take this little piece off on the bottom here, just like that. And then you can clip both of these together inside this little piece here. Gotta have smaller hands to kind of do this. Put that in there and put this in here. And then you have a little wrist strap to hold your phone, so you don't have to carry around the whole crossbody, and that little portion there has those extra loops that you can also put things onto. Gives you a nice strong hold to hold onto your phone. This is a very, very nice strong strap, so you don't have to worry about this pretty much ever breaking. That's really nice. So now let's take a look at the phone case really quick, and I'll show you how easily the lanyard goes into the case. So here's the case itself. It does have a nice hard clear backing surrounded by a softer rubbery type material, and it's also got MagSafe built in. So let's put our phone inside the case. Fits the phone really nicely. Feels good in the hand. Now this case is not grippy, but it's got that smooth rubbery type feel on the sides. As far as the buttons goes, buttons are nice and clicky, easily pressable. If we take a look at the screen from the side, you can see how much of a raised edge we get around in front of our phone. It also doesn't add a lot of extra bulk to the phone either. We've got our volume buttons on the side, our action button. We've got our cutouts on the bottom. We have our lanyard hole at the top here, a power button cover here, and a cutout for our camera button. And on the back, again, it shows off the color of your phone through the clear portion of the case. It does pick up some fingerprints on the back here. You can see some up there, but you can very easily just wipe those away if you need to. And again, we do have a plate that we're going to be putting on the back of this case to customize it. So you can see we have a raised edge on the back as well, and that's where the case cover is going to go back on the back. So let me show you that right now. So here is one of those case covers. As you can see, this is a Chupa Chupa cover. Feels pretty nice. It does just feel plasticky, and it's got kind of like this mirror in the middle, and it's also got our raised edge for our cameras as well. You can see this is what the back looks like. And this just simply fits right onto the back of your case magnetically. Just kind of push it into place, and you're all set. So now your case is customized, and we have that camera, that raised camera cover on the back as well. Looks like it has a pretty good raised edge. Very nice. So that's just one of the covers that you can get. I also have two more. So we'll take this out, just kind of peel that up just like that. And we'll move on to the next plate. And here you can see we have a one-piece design. That looks pretty cool. Nice and shiny. And again, all you need to do is simply just put it right on top of the case here. It is held in place magnetically. And there you go. Now you have a totally new case. So instead of buying a whole new case and spending, $40, you can just buy a back plate and totally change your case up for a fraction of the price. And then here we have a Pokemon back cover. As you can see, this one is kind of see-through. It's got all the Pokemon characters on the side. Just clip this onto the back here. And there you go. Now you have another new case. Now this does have MagSafe built in, so let's test out that MagSafe. I've got a MagSafe power bank here. Clipped onto the back. Charges your phone. And it also seems to have a pretty good strong hold on the back as well. Yeah, definitely a strong enough hold to hold whatever MagSafe accessory you're going to be using on the back of this case. And you can also use this with regular wireless charging as well. So now let's test out our camera button. So you can easily access the camera. Let's see how our touch gestures work. He seems to work just fine. It feels nice. The groove is perfectly fit for your finger. So you can easily access all of your options here. And there you go. So camera button working perfectly fine with this little cutout here. That is a pretty cool design. I haven't seen or reviewed any other case that actually has this type of customization. Now for the lanyard, all you need to do is take off this little piece on the bottom here. And this lanyard also works with pretty much every case that you're going to use. This little piece here just kind of goes through the bottom charging port, just like that. And then you're going to take your phone, we'll put it inside the case. And then you've got this little piece here to clip your lanyard on. So we'll take this. Clip this onto the bottom here, and there you go. So now your phone is nice and secure. Again, you can put this through your wrist or across your body, and it'll give you something to hold on to so your phone does not fall out of your pocket or your book bag. And you can also use it hands-free with the crossbody portion of it. It's in there really good. It's not going to just fall out. And you also don't have to worry about this little piece obstructing your charging because there's plenty of clearance for you to plug in your charging cable. Just like that. So here is the phone stand. It's MagSafe compatible, so you can use it with anything that uses MagSafe on the back. It does feel like it's made of a very solid plastic. It kind of opens up just like this. Pretty cool. And there's also little different covers you can get for this as well. Then here we have the 3 different covers you can use with the stand. It's got kind of like some Pokemon characters on the back. So you just simply take this and put it over the top of the stand. Looks just like this. Then you can take this, put it right over your MagSafe on the back of your case, and there's your stand. So you can very easily deploy it, kind of just like that. So you can use your phone in a landscape mode, and let's kind of rotate this. You can also use it in a portrait mode as well. And then it easily just kind of folds right back up onto itself, just like that. It's pretty interesting. Then if you want to change out the plate, you can easily do so, just like that. It's held in place with magnets. And then you just put on the other one that you want. Very easy. Then it opens up just like this for your stand, and then closes right back up. And I guess if you wanted to, you can also kind of lift this up and put your finger through it, so you can kind of hold on to your phone without actually having to hold your phone. So now let's install and test the screen protector. And then here we have a screen protector by CASEBANG. So we get one tempered glass screen protector with an installation guide and some installation tools. So the very first thing we need to do is to thoroughly clean off our screen with the included alcohol wipe. Then we'll dry the screen off. Then you can remove any dust with the dust sticker. Then you're going to take your tempered glass screen protector, making sure that the top signifier goes towards the camera on the phone. We're just going to press this over the top of our phone, just like this. Then you're going to hold on to the guide with your left hand, and we're going to pull this little tab with the right. You don't have to don't press down very hard on the guide, just hold it in place, and we'll pull this out. And it broke off. Awesome. So that's not going to work. Oh, this is going to be bad. This is still on here. I'm going to lift this up. As you can see, it kind of came off. I don't know if we can put that back on. So I'm going to try this one more time. Pull out this little plastic tab down here, just like this. Come on. So it didn't work again. So I'm just going to remove the bottom layer. Hopefully it doesn't get any stuff on it. And then I'm just going to press this down on top of my screen, just like this. Press that into place, and then just slide my finger up the middle here, and it's adhering to the phone, and it looks okay. So I think we've salvaged that. And we'll just lift up on the guide here. Okay. So it looks like we have some bubbles on the bottom here, but that's fixable. So I'm going to use a little squeegee here to try to squeegee those out. Actually, I'm going to lift up on the screen just ever so slightly and then press it down with my finger. So it looks like I was able to salvage that screen protector installation. The little piece came off prematurely. It wasn't actually supposed to just come off like that. I was supposed to pull out the plastic part by itself, but that didn't happen. But looks pretty good other than that horrible installation. The screen looks nice. It is also a full coverage screen protector, so it covers your camera and sensors as far as touch, nice and smooth, just like the glass on the phone. The edges don't seem to be rounded off. They're a little bit sharp. As far as fingerprints, it does seem to pick up some fingerprints, which you can see kind of right there on the screen, but because the screen's so smooth, they very easily just wipe away. It looks really nice. There's also a very slight gap between the edge of the phone and the screen protector for case compatibility, which we will test out as well. As far as Face ID, Face ID working fine. Let's check out our camera. Camera looks nice and clear. Don't see any issues there. And the screen looks nice and clear. Touch is also working perfectly fine. No issues there. So now let's take a look at the screen as if we were looking at it through polarized sunglasses. So as you can see, there is a slight rainbow effect on the screen if you look at it from the side. But if you're looking at the screen dead on, there's really not a rainbow effect. So it's definitely not a deal breaker. If you kind of look at it from up top, you can see more of that rainbow. But again, if you're looking at the screen normally, you really shouldn't see any rainbow effect. So let's put it in our case. And it looks like it fits the case perfectly. There's still a slight gap around the edges of the phone for case compatibility. I don't see any lifting, no bubbles. So it definitely looks pretty good. So now I want to test the light bleed from the edges of the screen. I've heard some reports of screen protectors showing light bleed, and I want to try to mimic that situation. So I've got a pure white background here. I do not have my brightness up all the way because typically when you're in a dark environment, that's the only time you're going to see light bleed, and you're most likely not going to have your brightness up all the way. It's probably going to be at a normal level. So we're going to test that out right now. So if we take a look at the screen protector from the side, you can definitely see that you can see the light from the slight gap in the screen protector on the screen. You can see the kind of white light underneath the screen. I don't know how much of a big deal this is. It's really not for me. I don't really care. It shouldn't affect your usage of the phone or seeing the screen at all. And if you have a case on it, you're going to see that light bleed even less. But nonetheless, I just kind of wanted to show you guys, if there was any light bleed with this screen protector. And you can kind of see the edge of the glass of the phone just underneath that little crack there. So besides the installation, everything else is looking pretty good. Now let's move on to the scratch and the drop test. So we're going to start off the test by dropping a 2.4 ounce steel metal ball at a starting height of 2 feet. If the screen protector doesn't crack, we'll move it up foot by foot until it eventually does. So here we go at 2 feet. So it doesn't look like it cracked, but it did make this little mark. So if you want to count that as only 2 feet, you can, but we're going to move on to 3 feet because I don't really see any cracks other than that little mark right there. Here we go, 3 feet. And there we go, 3 feet. So this screen protector lasted up until a 3-foot drop. Now let's move on to the scratch test. So regular tempered glass starts to scratch around a Mohs hardness number 6. So we're going to start off our test with a number 5. Then we'll move on to a number 6. And then a number 7. So if we take a closer look, you can see there are no scratches at the number 5. There are slight at a number 6 and just a little bit deeper at a number 7. So scratch resistance seems to be pretty standard for tempered glass. So there were some issues when installing the screen protector, making the installation harder than it actually should have been. It does seem to be case friendly. It lasted up until a 3-foot drop, and scratch resistance seems to be pretty standard for tempered glass. So this case design is pretty unique, and it does seem to work out pretty well. I do like the fact that you can customize your case fairly easily without having to buy a whole new case, and there's some pretty cool accessories for it as well. Now, if you guys want to pick any of these accessories up, I will be putting product links in the video description. And if you guys enjoyed the video, it would really help out my channel if you gave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I'd also really like to know what your favorite accessory was and why. Let me know in the comments below. Well, thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.